Hey, dinosaur fanatics, and welcome back to the Prehistoric Earth Report channel. Today, we're diving deep into the world of the titans, the sauropods. We know them for their colossal size, their incredibly long necks, and their plant-munching habits. Gentle giants, right? Well, maybe not always. For centuries, the image of sauropods has been one of peaceful behemoths, lumbering through prehistoric landscapes, mostly unbothered thanks to their sheer scale. But what if I told you some sauropods might have possessed some seriously impressive, well, let's call them superweapons, adaptations that went beyond just being big to actively deter or even defend against predators? Now, we're not talking T-Rex levels of toothy terror here. Sauropod weaponry was often more subtle, relying on physics, anatomy, and perhaps even some surprising behaviors. So grab your paleontologist hats, because we're about to explore the potentially deadly side of the long-necked giants. Let's start with perhaps the most iconic potential weapon in the sauropod arsenal, the tail. Many sauropods possessed incredibly long, whip-like tails. For a long time, it's been theorized that these tails weren't just for balance. Could they have been used as powerful whips? In some sauropods, particularly the diplodocids like Diplodocus and Apatosaurus, the tail vertebrae towards the tip become incredibly slender. Some researchers even suggest these tails could have been cracked like a whip, generating supersonic speeds and a potentially deafening crack. Imagine the sheer force of that. A sudden, sharp crack and a powerful impact could have been enough to startle or even injure a pursuing predator like an Allosaurus. While direct fossil evidence of whiplash injuries on predators is scarce, the anatomy strongly suggests this possibility. While their feet were built for bearing immense weight, some sauropods had surprisingly large and sharp claws on their feet and even their hands. Think about the iconic thumb claw of some titanosaurs. These weren't designed for tearing flesh like a theropod, but a well-placed kick or stomp with a sharp claw could have inflicted serious damage on a smaller or mid-sized predator attempting to attack their legs. Imagine a herd of panicked sauropods lashing out with those. Furthermore, some early sauropods and their close relatives had more prominent claws on their hands. While primarily used for grasping vegetation, these could have also been employed in a defensive posture, perhaps raking at an attacker that got too close. Of course, we can't talk about sauropod defenses without mentioning their most obvious asset, sheer size. For the truly gigantic species, like Argentinosaurus or Patagodon, simply being enormous was likely a significant deterrent. Imagine being a predator looking up at a creature that could literally step on you without even noticing. The risk of injury while trying to take down such a massive animal would have been incredibly high. Young or weakened individuals would have been more vulnerable. But even then, the sheer size of a panicked adult in a herd could create a dangerous environment for any would-be attacker. Think about being caught in a stampede of multi-ton animals. Beyond physical weapons, could sauropods have employed behavioral defenses? We see this in many herbivorous animals today. Could herds of sauropods have circled their young when threatened, presenting a wall of massive legs and potentially whipping tails to any predators? Some paleontologists even speculate that some sauropods might have been capable of rearing up on their hind legs, not just to reach high foliage, but also to intimidate or even strike down at attackers. While fossil evidence for this is debated, the sheer height achieved would have been a formidable defense. So, were sauropods the passive, lumbering giants we always imagined? Perhaps not entirely. While they weren't equipped with sharp teeth and claws like many theropods, their immense size, powerful tails, and potentially sharp claws offered a range of defensive capabilities. The prehistoric world was a dangerous place, and even the largest creatures needed ways to survive. The superweapons of the sauropods might not have been about offense, but about ensuring their survival in a world filled with formidable predators. What do you think? Were sauropods more capable of defending themselves than we give them credit for? Let us know in the comments below. And, as always, if you enjoyed this deep dive into the dinosaur world, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next prehistoric adventure. Thanks for watching.